This video was produced by Ambrose Ho as a Buddhist, Elliot Kim as a Jew, Grace Lowe as a Christian, Bo Barker as the Muslim, Inez Say as a pluralist, and Jesse Godlib as the Hindu. The following is not intended to insult any religion in any way, but rather provide an accurate image of their beliefs.
I play tennis. You bumped into me. Idiot. Okay, that's it.
Where are we? Last thing I remember, he was beating us up.
Are we dead?
No, that wasn't the case.
What show was I in?
Glad you asked that. So, as a Hindu, I believe that we are all part of one divinity, Brahman. And it's expressed in thousands of different ways. After death, my Atman, or soul, is meant to be reborn into a new life through the process of samsara, depending on what kind of life I lead. As a Hindu, I believe that we are all part of one divinity, Brahman. See, after death, I believe that my soul, or Atman, is reborn in different ways depending on what kind of life I led.
I hope you never get reborn anything good.
Maybe I didn't have enough good karma. If only I followed the 4 yogas, then I wouldn't be on like all of you. Maybe this is a strange transition between some life.
Does that mean you never stopped switching bodies?
I was really close to achieving my purpose in life. I could reach moksha, join up with Brahman. If not for you.
Shut up! Not to mention everything you're saying is wrong. You have no God.
God is within our hearts. That's the whole point of moksha, realizing that we are God.
Aren't all your gods supposed to have 6 arms and blue skin and stuff?
All gods are proud of Brahman. Sometimes they come to earth and help us fulfill our goals in life. Like when Krishna came to earth to tell Arjuna that he has to follow his caste system.
I've had enough of your deer crap. God is not like this.
And what is he like? There's nothing what you guys have just said, but I want to hear what you guys have to say.
As a Muslim, I'm bound to do what my God tells me to do. He is all powerful and he loves only those who do his law. His commands go beyond the constraints of any earthly law. Otherwise, he would not be all powerful.
Well, how do you know the way to live? You don't seem such a nice guy now.
There's something called Sharia law, which is taken from the Quran, and it spells out how to live, how to dress, how to speak, how to do business, how to make friends. It's all in there. This is the Quran. It is a compilation of revelation given to Muhammad by the angel Gabriel. And Muhammad was the last and the greatest of the Muslim prophets sent by God. If we follow the laws in the Quran and the Hadith, which is the example that Muhammad has set, we can go to heaven.
Wait. But then if you're dead, how come you're not in heaven?
How should I know? Heaven is supposed to be a huge paradise garden with endless food and drink, and a huge flowing river and beautiful ladies alongside you all day, every day.
That's silly. I like them ladies too, but that would never happen. I'm a Jew and Yahweh would not let that happen.
Well, at least he has a proper God, not that dumb thing, that ginger.
Christian, smite you.
We all have an agreement with our Lord Yahweh that spans the centuries. We believe that he will send the Messiah down to earth to liberate our people once again. 2, 1. We have agreement with our God Yahweh that he will come down and liberate his people once again. Now we live according to the laws set by the Torah, and we try to make our race the greatest on earth, through any means possible.
Is that why so many billionaires in the world are Jewish?
Pretty much.
Alright, so How about heaven? What is heaven for you? How come you're in this weird purgatory place?
We have no heaven. It's a silly concept made up by the heretic followers of the false Messiah Jesus. We just live according to the ways of the Torah, so I don't know what it is.
Well, how do you know how to live then? There's got to be more than life than just wanting to become a billionaire.
Well, the Torah lays out many laws for the living of Jews, quite similar to the one the Quran does for you, what you just said. This includes circumcision, eating, the Sabbath, and etc. If you're a Reformed Jew like me, we adapt the rules to the modern world.
Wait, adapting the rules? How is that right?
Well, Judaism has changed a lot within the times. We believe that we will be living in a promised Holy Land when the Messiah returns, which is why there is now a political country of Israel and the temple is meant to be rebuilt. The Messiah himself has to be a direct descendant of Solomon, of David.
Well, I think you've got the entire Old Testament right, but just about nothing else.
What do you mean? Just the Old Testament?
As an Anglican Christian, I believe that the gospel of Christ is a message that can lead one to salvation. It shows the essential steps that one must take to secure the goal that God wishes all to attain.
What is this gospel?
Basically, it's a few religious texts written by the followers of the Son of God, Jesus. He was the prophesied Messiah, descended directly from David, and he said that anybody who believes in him can be saved. John 3:16.
No way you can just be saved by believing in something, right?
Well, it's true. As a Christian, the two things I can do to stand up for Christ is to live according to his word and to grow my own knowledge of him. Christ said, "Let your light shine before men." This means that we should live and act in a way that supports the gospel.
But what about all the rules of the Torah?
We do include the Torah in our Bible, but not as the way we live. The Apostle Paul includes many good guys who living in his epistles, which we follow more closely than the Old Testament, and we do also follow the example of Jesus' life.
Does that mean that this Jesus is like Muhammad?
Well, he was different. Since humankind is naturally sinful, he is basically God come to earth, and he was killed for our sins. His blood paid his debt that all of us should have paid after the Garden of Eden, which is why he is the Messiah.
Well, how about this place? Is it your heaven or whatever? Or is that supposed to look like this?
No, it's supposed to be a huge city with pearly gates, with my loved ones coming out to meet me. It's also supposed to be really happy, which isn't happening right now.
Speak for yourself. I'm pretty sure all religions are the same thing anyway.
I think you just insulted every single person here.
I'm the only one who's right, though. There may be some higher power outside of everything, but you're all just worshiping the same thing, just with different names.
Okay, these guys I can deal with, but someone who believes in nothing?
There's some infinite being drawing us all towards itself, and who knows what it is. But it is there for sure. All your methods of worship are kind of the result of this. We all have a need to respond to the infinite, which is the higher truth.
So you're saying you have a religion, but without really having any beliefs. Is that right?
Yup, that's about it.
Wait a second. But if you're a pluralist and you realize that there's one higher power above all, doesn't it mean that you think you're above everything else?
I mean, look at all your rituals and all your gods. They're all the same thing, I'm pretty sure. And they're not necessary in the end anyway. Who knows what lies beyond the world?
He's right. We may all believe in different things, but you seem to know, you think you know more about it than any of us do. And I'm pretty sure there are less pluralists than there are Christians and Jews.
Even if there are, I'm right. I know the final view of things, and all of you are wrong for sure. No question about it.
Enough with it. All of us are suffering just listening to you.
Suffering? Suffering is nothing like that. You know nothing.
What? I think you took that line a bit too seriously.
What I mean is that my bodily pain is no different from being in this world. The material pleasures of the world make me want things I do not have, and that makes me suffer. But since I'm enlightened, I can have no fear of being reborn again. I have reached nirvana, the eternal freedom from pain.
You say that. Nobody can avoid pain.
Suffering in this life is only in earthly moments of temporary pain. The real terror is a constant rebirth in life that brings suffering again and again, because of the craving of things I do not have. That is what the noble truth said.
That sounds kind of similar to Hinduism. Is your enlightenment moksha?
It's nirvana, not moksha. Get it right. For many years, I've followed the eightfold path of life according to the Four Noble Truths. I've acted, spoken, and lived in accordance with the truth. I have reached a comprehensive state of understanding and a complete lack of desire for anything. That is the state of enlightenment.
Is Nirvana heaven?
No, there's no heaven for a Buddhist. Heaven is only a Western concept. Instead of heaven, we have nirvana, which is neither a happy or a sad place. It's good because it allows me to escape the cycle of eternal rebirth after death.
How about a god? Do you have a god in this Nirvana?
No, there is no God. There is only being reborn again and again, each time experiencing the fleeting cycle of birth and death. By reaching enlightenment and nirvana, I can end the cycle of rebirth.
What's happening?
Give it to me, I'm
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here. Get